Hi Aries, it's Power Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Aries, this is going to be what are their true intentions in love. It's going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I'm setting out your oracle cards here, and they are life is dialectic and balance yourself. So life is dialectic is, we're going to have a look at that because I honestly don't remember what it means. But balance yourself, the guy's walking on a tightrope, right? He looks like he's kind of happy though, which is kind of interesting. And he looks like he's in the middle of a canyon, so he could fall to his death. Yeah, maybe you feel like you're walking a tightrope, right? The praying mantis is here. This is about fun, wit, and manipulation. We have the apple and the chicken. I feel like you missed somebody from your past. It's a possibility here, Aries, because the chicken is about lore. Anything that has to do with the past. Kind of like folklore, right? The apple is here. This is somebody who kind of hungers for somebody. It is. It can be lust. So let's have a look at the chicken and then the apple, right? So all you guys eat organic apples because the apples that are not organic are full of glyphosate, and this is Roundup. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that, but it is, a chemical that they are, it's a horrible chemical, and it's in all the genetically modified foods. And so this is what they want for us to eat, like, chemically manufactured food. That's what they want. So the apple is senses, hunger, and sex. Yeah. And so I was watching which foods have the most of that chemical, and it is apples are one of the highest one. And not just that, but if you get an organic apple, it's 1,000 times more nutritional. So bite the bullet and make sure you have that. All right. Thank you so much, you guys. Like if you really want to care for yourself, I know organic stuff's expensive. It's all expensive now. Today I went to the store and I'm like, these guys are pimping us. Yeah, they are. So let's look at the chicken, the cackle, ancient, past, and lore. Yeah, it says lore, right? And the cackle, which is interesting, but this is about somebody from the past, ancient past, and lore, which is folklore. And then let's look at life is dialectic, all right? And life is a lot of things, isn't it? They don't really want us to know what it is, though. No, they don't. This is why the people who are telling you what's going on are like all liars. So let's see what we got, and let's look at life is dialectic. You'd be going, oh gee, let's see what we have. And this is about harmony exists in friction. Wow. As in the case of the bow and the leer. The bow or the bow, it's the bow, you guys. The bow is called life, but works for death. Yeah, that's true, right? Because when you pull the bow and arrow, right? The bow is, is the action, so that's life, but what is it doing? It's trying to kill, right? That's really what the bow was for. It was to protect the natives, made it to protect themselves, right? And maybe the cavemen were using it way back in the day. Not really sure. I'm not even sure if I really believe in the cavemen because I believe in God, and I feel like that's another kind of LIE they told us. Yes, I do. But we're not going to discuss that here. Let's look at this. It is necessary to accept to live all the phases of life, Aries. To climb the highest peaks means descending into the deepest pits. Remember that confusion is part of life. You could be confused right now. You could really be confused like, well, I thought this was this way, and but it looks like it's this way. Yeah, I feel like there's some type of confusion here for yourself. This is why you're balancing yourself on the tightrope. This is definitely about somebody from your past, Aries. So let's get into your reading here. Your beautiful reading, yeah, because it looks like it is beautiful, but it could be a little tragic. The Four of Arrows is here. It's also known as the Four of Swords. And in this deck, we have two people sleeping together. Ordinarily, he is sleeping alone, right? And he is like praying or asleep at the church. Let's see what it has to say about the Four of Arrows. And this is healing, introspection, and isolation. Okay, so he's healing with somebody else. Yeah. And he could, both of these people could be in introspection because they're in this kind of a house here, near the ocean. It's really kind of cool. You can tell this is, centuries ago because the door is wide open, kind of. It's very interesting here. And this is the Lover's Path deck. So let's see what we have for you, Aries, you and your person. Let's see what your past energy may have been. And we have the 7 of Staves. So you were trying to keep a dragon away from you, kind of. You were trying to protect yourself. You were overwhelmed. You were challenged because it's the same energy as kind of the balance yourself energy. And your current energy here is the Princess of Arrows. And this is Psyche. So this is, Psyche was, I believe, Cupid's like girlfriend or wife. And Psyche really loved Cupid. I mean, terribly. So let's see here, and let's look at the challenge between you and this person. And we're going to use the King of Staves. This is Wotan. And this is you, right? The King of Wands. What you want or hope for is the 5 of Arrows. So this is the 5 of Swords. Interesting. I feel like you want to kind of like defeat a situation. Like you want it to end because you're lusting or you have hunger for somebody. Somebody from your past. And you might feel like things are confusing, right? You could feel like, well, I thought, like I said, I thought things were kind of this way, but now I feel like it's another way. It's possible you woke up to your feelings about somebody. It is. The transformation card is what you are fearing. This could be an ending, right? Pluto. It's possible that you are kind of fearing being unable to transform something. So let's have a look at the Princess of Arrows. This is your current energy, and this is Psyche. And yeah, interesting because she must have been super like intuitive because why would they call psychology is named after her, isn't it? It is. So, you know, they don't want us to know any of this stuff. No, they don't. And let's look at, they don't want you to have any intuition or understanding of your powers. Yeah, and that you are a spiritual being. No, they want you to think that you're just somebody with a physical, you're walking around in a physical bag, kind of, which is your bones and your organs, right, and your face and your head, stuff like that. But we are spiritual beings in a physical kind of realm, so not even a realm, in a physical, it's just a physical body. So let's look at the Princess of Arrows here, and it's right here. And this is messages, education, and articulation. So this is kind of like the Page of Swords, right? Education, articulation. I feel like maybe you're telling somebody here because she is kind of like a messenger, right? All the pages are messengers. And interesting, she's so beautiful that she is, for me, bringing kind of a message of love and new beginnings, because there's all we have here is her sword with the heart and all these beautiful butterflies. And there are butterflies that I have not really seen. I don't think I've seen a blue butterfly, and that is that oundup. I think I said it at the beginning of this reading. Yeah, I was talking about the apple. Don't, eat organic food, you guys, because people who have cancer have high levels of that chemical in their blood. So let's get back to this, though. I feel like you are bringing somebody some type of a message. Yeah, I feel like you are. Let's get another card. The Two of Coins. Yeah, you could be telling somebody that you want to hold on to them. You could be telling somebody else here that I want to hold on to somebody and leave you. You really could, because the 5 of Arrows is over here, Aries, and this 5 of Arrows is not a good card. No, my God, no, it's not. Let's have a look at it. And this is struggle, distrust, and arguments. Yeah, I feel like you want to leave somebody out here. And in the past, you were really, like, in the recent past, you look like you were really kind of like struggling with this, or like challenged. And here you are on the tightrope. Maybe somebody's being manipulative here with the praying mantis, because it's kind of about fun. It can be about manipulation. I feel like you want to heal something, as I said at the beginning of the reading, with somebody here. And you're struggling right now. I just feel like you want to kind of leave somebody behind. Maybe you don't trust them because maybe they don't trust you, but I do feel like you want to leave something behind here. And Dante and Beatrice, this is Grace. So I think this is Temperance, or let's see, it's Temperance or Judgment. No, this is Temperance, I believe. This is the Star. I beg your pardon. This is 17. And I feel like this is known as a star. Let's have a look here. It is. Dante and Beatrice, inspiration, hopes, and dreams. Yeah, you have dreams here and you want to leave somebody behind here. I feel like you don't trust somebody here. Yeah. You don't trust them because you want to leave, but they're giving you a hard time, something like that, or they don't want you to go. And maybe you think they're keeping your money here. Two of coins is your energy right here. You could be thinking they're keeping your money. It's a possibility. So you want transformation, or you're fearing you're not going to have it, right? Persephone and Pluto, I feel like he had died or something like that. But, this is Scorpio. Maybe you're dealing with Scorpio energy. Maybe you're dealing with Aquarius here. I'm just looking at the cards. But the transformation card is your fear. Let's have a look at the transformation. Let's see what it says about transformation, which is really the death card. It is. You maybe, I don't know why you're fearing the death card. Maybe you're doubting. I feel like you want to leave somebody here, but you're stressed out about leaving somebody. And it's the weirdest thing here. Yeah, it is. Kind of. Let's look at transformation. The death card, you could be fearing or doubting that. Transformation is the need to allow something to die in order to create room for the new. Fear of loss from change. Yeah, you're fearing some type of loss from change. I feel like you want to get up and walk away from somebody and you're kind of still there. I don't feel like whatever relationship you are in right now, I don't feel like you're happy. I don't feel like you're growing anything. And I feel like it could be sad. It's a possibility. Let's look at the story about Pluto and Persephone, right? Which I think they get the name Stephanie from, but I could be wrong. And let's see what it says here. This is the story. It's so small, it's hard to read it. But it says, Demeter, goddess of the harvest, had a daughter named Persephone, whom she treasured more than the earth. When Persephone was abducted by Pluto, god of the underworld, Demeter cursed the soil to be barren until Zeus finally agreed to reunite Persephone with her mother, but only if she had not eaten while in the underworld. Persephone had eaten 6 seeds of a pomegranate. Thus, a compromise was reached. Each year, Persephone would live 6 months in the underworld and 6 months on earth. Interesting. So while she lived in the underworld, which was winter, and 6 months on earth, which is the spring. So, I know it's kind of interesting here, this reading, right? But this card here. I feel like you're fearing bringing something to life. Yeah, because that's really what this story was about. Right? Because Persephone had to live in the underworld 6 months of the year because she had eaten the pomegranate and she could only come back to earth. Pluto had taken her, he abducted her, but she could only come back to earth if she had not eaten. That was the condition. So I'm sure she was hungry. But, interesting there, right? There's some kind of a condition here in this situation that you are like, and I don't know what that condition is. It's weird. It's like, and I feel like you're fearing some type of, loss from change. But I just feel like you don't want to leave somebody here, but you want to leave because you love somebody else. But there's some type of guilt or something that you're kind of, that you are like, kind of dealing with. So we're going to go to the extended reading. And we're going to see all about that. And Aries, we're going to have your person spread here. So we're going to see, we're doing this different today, but we're going to look at how they feel about you, Aries, the issues between you guys, what's on their mind, their near future, their environment, what you don't know about them, and of course their true intentions. It's going to be all about, and we're going to see, their desires and their fears. We're going to kind of look at their whole spread. I want to see what this is, where this is going. They're all super affordable, and thank you so much for watching me here, you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for listening, you guys. Just try to bring a little bit of awareness, right? Yeah, chuck the other apples. I didn't know that about apples. That I knew that the organic apple was 1,000 times more like nutritious, but I didn't know that the regular apples have so much glyphosate on them. Oh my God, that's what they give to kids. This could be why I can't stand the apples that they used to have at McDonald's. I'm like, what? These apples are horrible. Yeah, they're probably totally chemicaled out. Thanks so much, you guys.